I'm Christopher Walken, and I want to talk to you about Quince clothing. It's great. Makes you feel good, look good. It's crazy. Yo, Quince is what's up. You guys watch my podcast. You see me in these nice khaki pants, that nice plain white tee, but not all plain white tees are the same. Sometimes they just feel good on your body. That's Quince. Quince.com/ more stories. A well-built wardrobe is about pieces that work together. They hold up over time. You don't want to get cheap clothes. That's what Quince does best. They make premium materials, thoughtful designs, everyday staples that feel easy to wear and easy to rely on, even as the weather shifts. It's crazy. Quince has the everyday essentials I love with quality that lasts. Cotton sweaters, organic cotton sweaters, not just cotton sweaters, organic. I'm telling you, Quince is what's up. I wear it all the time on the podcast. You can watch this on YouTube and see my handsome Quince clothing. When me and my wife fool around, I go to take my Quince clothing off. She goes, no, no, leave it on. Leave all your Quince clothing on. It turns me on. It makes me hot. Make your wife go wild by looking like the husband she always wanted to fix you up into. Refresh your wardrobe with Quince. Go to quince.com/ more stories for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's Quince, Quince, quince.com/ more stories, free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/ more stories. Yeah. And while you're there, give them more cowbell.
Two teams, one cup. The primetime stage is set for the TGL presented by SoFi Finals, Los Angeles Golf Club versus Tigers Jupiter Links. Keep up, it's playoffs. Tune in Monday, March 23rd, 9 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2, and Tuesday, March 24th, 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPN and on the ESPN app.
Spring is here, and the shopping list is long. Time to make a Lowe's run. Buy 3 bags, get 3 free of Stay Green 1 cubic foot garden soil. Plus, right now, members can earn 4 times the points on an eligible purchase. Start spring off strong with these deals and more. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 3/25 while supplies last. Soil offer excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. See Lowe's.com/terms for details. Subject to change. Point boosters subject to exclusions and more terms apply. One-time only offer.
Put your name on it. Just put your name on it. That's all I say. Be a man or a woman. Put your name on it.
Are we going to do Eddie Vedder singing Lionel Richie? Yeah. Say you, say me, say together.
That's great, man. You're such a good impressionist, you know?
Do you tell other people when I'm not around?
I do.
Really?
Well, I think everyone knows you do the best walking.
On your hikes with you have real famous people on the hikes, and Spade. How was that hike with Spade? He can barely get up and down stairs.
Well, Spade, you know, people
Why
always
am I
ask
shouting
me,
is a better question.
who was the least out of shape? And, you know, I'd have to say it was Spade. But
Who
you can
was the
also,
least out of shape, you said?
yeah,
So he was in shape. Who
I'm
was
sorry,
the...
you're right. Who was the most out of shape?
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not thinking straight.
He's always in pain.
It
Right.
seems like that. He wanted to go perfectly flat, somewhere perfectly flat. And so I found a place and we're walking and there's maybe just a small incline. He stops. He goes, are we going uphill? It's like a 1% incline.
Oh,
I said, I don't think so, man. So we went back down that 1% and went back. But yeah, but he's fun. You know, he's funny.
he really is completely himself. Like he's so singularly. I don't know anybody that does Spade.
But you know what? He's the best to kind of meet up with in a diner or something. It's just so interesting, his stories and his attitude on stuff, right?
You know what story I love? He told when he went back to Arizona after Saturday Night Live, and his mom goes, "David, the kids in the neighborhood, they really want to ride bikes with you. It means so much to them." He's like, "I'm not riding bikes with 11-year-olds." And she goes, "David, I promised them." So he goes in the garage, gets his old BMX bike out, and meets them in the cul-de-sac. He's like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" And like a whole bunch of 10-year-olds are like, "What's up?" Like they just totally
Played it
big
cool.
timed him, and now he's just stuck out there on his stupid bike. He's got so many stories like that, which completely shaped his.
I know it. I
Who
know
he
it.
is.
And, you know, you'll be with him like before he goes on somewhere if you're working with him. And he'll go, I got nothing, man. I got no new jokes and nothing. I'm just so, I'm such a failure. And he goes down there and he kills, he crushes. I never heard this stuff.
Yeah, he doesn't. You never see him working. He's really. You're effortless like that too with Spade. We were at a strip club. Me, him, Farley, and maybe Fred Wolf.
Which one of you were dancing?
I'm not gonna turn that down. I need my cardio. I gotta get my steps in.
How are you in a pole? You work well with a pole?
I think I do. I was a big fence climber as a kid because where'd you grow up? Connecticut?
Yeah.
A lot of fences. There's two kinds of kids growing up: kids that can climb a fence and kids that get everybody caught.
Yeah, right.
There's always the one kid at the top of the fence, like, I can't.
Is it the tubby guy? Well, I was thinking about the pole dancing, and they have to be really strong to do that pole stuff. And that's, if I ever went to a strip club, it would be just to watch their strength.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, you admire the physical form.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a Dave Attell joke. I go for the music.
That's
So
funny.
we're at this strip club, and this Russian gal is dancing in front of us, dancing for Spade. And like bodybuilders can do that thing where they do one peck at a time. She could do that with her big fake boobs. And she did it for us, and we're like, wow, cool.
Where was this?
Someplace by SNL. And then she leaves and does a loop, dances for somebody else. And about 40 minutes later, she comes by and she's in front of us again, and she does that trick again. And Spade just goes, seen it. It's like, how can you be this cool at 5'1" and 80? The special's called Loose in the Crotch.
Loose in the Crotch.
Explain the title to me.
First of all, thank you for asking. Jay Mohr, Mohr.
Kevin Nealon, Nealon.
How often do you have to correct spelling on that? More.
I would say 15% of the time, and it's usually Morh.
Oh, but not Moore or Mor?
No, that gets drummed out of them, I think.
Yeah.
When you're as famous as me,
Yeah.
and you have such a presence online, skywriting, billboards, bumper stickers, big bumper sticker following, it's everywhere. They just get
What was
it.
that show you were on? You were so good on it.
I mean, there's so many.
You played like an executive or
Oh,
something.
Action. Thank you.
Action, yeah, that was great, man.
So explain the title, Loose on the Crotch.
Okay. Loose in the Crotch is from a kind of a bit I do on my act. I don't call anything a joke, by the way.
Yeah.
I think that's like a magician saying, this trick. It's not a trick. It's really happening.
I agree.
You know?
Buddy Hackett always told me, don't ever call it a joke.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I agree with him. So the title came from, I had a cat named Pierre, and I'm not a cat person. You know what I mean? I don't like cats. I wish them well and success, but I don't like cats.
It's just not for me.
They're not for me.
I'm with you.
Yeah, and I understand if you like them. So
Do you, though?
I do like cats. Yeah, I do like cats. I mean, I wouldn't get a cat.
Well, you just said you don't like cats.
I don't like cats.
Just
And you
like he's the
questioned
least
me.
out of shape person on the show. You're saying the opposite of what you
You are so lucid these days.
I'm
You never used
sober.
to be this way. Are you sober now?
5 years on the 12th.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you. It's like getting congratulated for running out of a burning building that you lit on fire. Everyone's like, good job. You're like, I know, right?
Oh, you said you. Okay, so I had this cat, Pierre, 10 years ago, and he was just the best cat. I got him from a homeless guy, and I did. It's true in New York. He was feeding him tomato soup or ketchup or something like that. I said, can I take your cat and give it a good home? He goes, no, this is my cat. I said, I'll give you $20. Here you go. So I kept that cat for a long time. So anyway, he was a great cat. He loved people. He was a really odd-looking cat. And I had a pair of jeans at the time. They were perfect fitting jeans. You know, they just like, you get these jeans very rarely. They're snug in the hips, tight in the butt, and loose in the crotch.
There you go.
Most of the time, loose in the
Yeah,
crotch.
sometimes.
And Pierre loved those pants as much as I did, those jeans. So when he died, I thought it might be nice to wrap him up in those jeans.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's something we had in common. And I buried him. But the cat he's such a great cat. I mean, I wish I could have brought him. I wrapped him up, yeah. But he was like, he would talk to you too, wah, 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 wah. And to this day, I miss him. I really miss him so much, but not as much as those jeans. That I regret.
Yeah.
Cats are a dime a dozen. Jeans,
You don't see a homeless guy handing you jeans.
no, you don't.
Otherwise, he'd work at the Gap.
That's right.
Did you name him Pierre, or did the homeless guy name him Pierre?
We named him Pierre.
Together.
Yeah.
How was
No, not the homeless guy, but my wife and I.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know why we came up Pierre, but to this day, my production company is called Pierre Productions.
That's good.
It's not that
It's
clever,
hard.
but
It's hard naming a special. The first, whatever, 4 or 5, it was like I had the title going in. And this one I'm filming on the 26th. It's about my intervention, which was in this room, going to rehab, what it's like at rehab, your roommate at rehab, the structure at
wow,
rehab,
you
getting
really had a
sober.
problem.
Oh, I was a mess. Oh,
You
yeah.
were?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
When
yeah.
we used to be neighbors,
I know, in Palisades.
and you were a mess then? Because I did a
I
podcast
was,
then with you.
yeah, I was loitering with intent to be a mess. I wasn't quite down the rabbit hole yet.
You hadn't quite.
I was a recreational pill taker, weed smoker, and then the pills just got me. But I have I
All
don't
those
know.
pills you were
Oh,
taking,
yeah, Adderall mostly.
but not alcohol.
No, I haven't drank since 98, and then I just used drugs alcoholically. Anything that affects me eventually just becomes a giant hole, and I drag everyone in my life into it with me.
But isn't Adderall like a sedative?
Oh, no.
It's not? Oh, I'm thinking of Ativan. I'm thinking of Ativan.
Ativan, I believe, is a sedative.
That's it.
I used to go to my dentist just to get Ativan.
You did? They had Ativan there?
This one dentist would be like, when are you taking Ativan? I'll be with you in about a half hour. Guy's a genius.
Carrie Fisher used to go to the dentist just to get drugs.
I remember
From what she told me.
Yeah. Not recently, though.
No.
She had a great special. Wishful Drinking is a great title.
She always had great titles.
And that special was phenomenal.
Yeah.
That whole like family tree of dysfunction, which she kept putting like headshots of
I
people
saw
her
her
mom
tape
dated.
that.
Really?
Yeah.
Tiny. It
Yeah.
was a tiny place.
It was the Geffen Theater in Westwood,
It's not distracting at all. This guy
I
outside.
believe. See, I didn't even hear that.
Oh.
But you're more sensitive to sound. So 4 or 5 specials. How many specials have you done? I can't believe
I
that.
think 5.
5? So they're not all really good, right?
No.
One of them, maybe the first one.
One's right before I go to rehab. I was such a mess. I named it Altamont.
Oh God.
And yeah, but I think I'm gonna name that one. I'm pretty sure, Kyle, the final answer is gonna be Jay Mohr packing for rehab, which is like a tip of the cat to tip of the cat. Got me thinking about Pierre again.
How about unpacking from rehab?
I have a bit about packing for rehab.
We'll come up with an unpacking bit.
All right,
Take it a little further, right?
Guys like
so
you and me.
eventually you got to unpack that bit.
I was angry packing. I'll just tell you what it was. It's like I thought Jeannie did the intervention. So when I was packing, you don't think like, what if I ever had to pack for rehab? What would I bring? But you got to go. The car's outside now.
I never thought about that.
Now, if you're ready to go, there's the car. We're going to go to rehab right now. Like no mess. So I run upstairs and I just got a backpack and I was angry packing. I never took my eyes off her. I didn't say nothing. I just wanted her to know, like, you traitor.
Well, you didn't have to go, did you?
And then, and then when I get to rehab, all I had was 14 pairs of socks. That's the bit. Packing for rehab.
That's funny.
No, you don't have to go, but your wife, everyone has their bottom line. If you don't go, these are the following consequences. And my wife's, first of all, Frosty, I won't book you anymore, which scared the shit out of me. Your boy.
Yeah, Frosty. I was wondering about him.
Like, if I'm not a comic, like, that's my guy. So if he's not going to book me, word's going to get out.
Yeah.
And then Jeannie bought a house. She didn't rent one. She bought one. And if I didn't go to treatment, she was going to move and not tell me where she moved to. So it was like,
oh, wow.
okay,
That's crazy.
no wife, no career. This is a no-brainer.
You could hire a PI, couldn't you? Find her?
Probably.
So I have something similar like that angry packing thing where you got to decide what you're going to take really quickly because you don't have time. It's when the fires were hitting the Palisades.
Oh.
I didn't live in the Palisades at the time. We'd sold our house a few years before that. But we were living in outside, not too far from there. And I was out of town. My wife was out of town. And I saw the fires getting closer to our house. We were in the evacuation, red flag zone. And I called my friend Ronnie to go up there. I said, Ronnie, I got some stuff at the house I really need. You think of what's the most valuable stuff for you? You know, so you don't have a lot of time. What are the few things you get out of the house? So I told him, Ronnie, there's my passports in the drawer, our passports, and there's a blue photograph album in the garage, you know that one. And then there's an external drive, under the bed that I hide. And so he grabbed those. And then the next day I see the fire's not getting any closer. So I got other things that aren't as valuable. By day 6, it's like, Ronnie, there's an egg salad sandwich in the refrigerator, and there's some dude wipes in the bathroom, a package. Grab those.
Mint. Get the ones that say mint.
Mint.
I like the little.
They have hemorrhoidal ones too.
Really?
Yeah. They got
I
a whole
never
different.
had a hemorrhoid.
You haven't? So you don't lift weights?
Look at me.
But not heavy weights.
I'm a rep guy, not a max
Oh
guy.
man, me too. I cannot lift heavy weights.
It's too heavy.
It's too heavy.
And if you go early in the morning, like I'll go with my son before he goes to 8th grade. We go like at 6 a.m.
Your son's in 8th grade now?
I swear to God, they're heavier at 6 in the morning. That shit's heavier. I'm a 9:30 guy.
Yeah,
That's my sweet spot.
Yeah. I think they should label the weights, personally, like too heavy. You like this one. This one's, good warm-up one. You know what I mean?
You'll like this one.
Yeah, you like
this one if she's
I know you.
This one if she's watching.
Yeah.
I like this whole plan of you renaming the weights.
But whenever I went into the gym, I could never lift I was so weak, and I'd see all these guys pumping these big. And I was just like, I would do more of the little weights, but reps,
What's your big weakness in the gym?
In the gym?
For me, it's chin up.
Squats.
Squat, really?
Oh, I can't do one chin up. My weakness is staying there very long.
No, yeah. But what exercise is the one where you're like,
I can't.
No matter how, decades, and you're still at that starting block. For me, it's chin ups.
Everything, all of them.
That's
I've
not
gone
true.
downhill since then.
No.
I think I don't really like the bench presses.
Guys love a bench.
well.
Guys like a guy thing. Curls and bench. That's all guys want to
Curls,
do.
I can do that. I mostly just work on my arms now.
Yeah, you've always had nice arms.
Yeah, I have a good cannons, man. Good snakes. Guns. Is that what they call them? Guns?
Pythons are sick. You better hit the vet. Yeah,
So your son's
chin-ups,
in 8th grade. Are
Yeah.
you keeping up with like the slang and stuff?
it's ridiculous.
This kind of stuff. And,
So once the adults got hold of 6'7",
yeah,
now they want to disown 6'7".
right.
And I'm like, oh no, I'm going to torture you with this.
Yeah.
Like you don't get to pick and choose. You bugged the shit out of me and your stepmom for years.
I know. It's like I'll say, he's got some good riz. Dad, that's so gone, man.
He's
That's
got
so
riz.
good. Yeah, he's got riz.
Cap. No cap.
Chopped. That's
Facts,
chopped, man.
You know who I also learned from was that Foodie Boys sketch on SNL where all the girls act like 12-year-old boys with a podcast.
Yeah.
It's probably my favorite sketch of the whole year. Like, Unc is chopped. No, facts. That's valid.
Yeah.
Are you
they also
watching
use
it?
the C word for
What?
stuff. The C word for describing something good.
What?
The vagina.
They say that for good?
The C, yeah.
Kids?
Yeah.
Not my kid.
Doesn't mean the same thing, though.
That wouldn't fly in my house.
Do you still watch SNL?
Yeah, for sure.
You do?
Because we love it. It's like,
Oh, your kid? Yeah, your kid watches.
no, my wife, like my son has no idea what's happening.
Really?
It's like, it's,
My son watches it on YouTube, right? Like every kid. He watches the monologue and, depending on the host. But for years, he would do that. He's in college now. He's a freshman.
where's he go?
He goes to the USC.
Nice.
Yeah. So for
Right on.
years, fight on, brother. For years, did I say USC? I'm in Housatonic Community College, Connecticut. We're an empty nester to a community school, which is fine. You know what? A lot of people, this
live
is
there.
smart. They'll go to community college for 2 years. It's cheap. They'll get their, credits, and then they'll transfer to an expensive school for 2 years.
I remember driving up to Sussex, New Jersey, Sussex Community College. Like, I was a DC student. I'm like, they kind of have to take me, I guess. And I just want to play baseball. And they're like, we don't have a baseball team. I was like, all right, I'm going to keep doing stand-up.
Oh, wow.
But I wasn't very good at baseball.
Or,
I was, oh, you
See
son of a
what I did
gun.
there? Well, let's go back 1 minute. So my son, watches, excuse me, he watches clips of SNL. And I said, you ever watch like My Years? He goes, yeah, this is great. I said, really? Have you ever seen like this sketch? He goes, let me see it. And I play it for him. One of my favorite sketches, like Caveman Lawyer or something, Unfrozen Caveman Lawyer. And he's watching it. And I'm realizing this is going on for a long time.
Yeah.
Everything's been truncated now for short attention span or whatever.
Yeah.
But at the time I thought, yeah, people would stay with things more.
Did you think it was funny?
Yeah, I mean, he would smile.
Even motivational speaker, if I play that for my son, like the one that I'm in,
Yeah.
it's and that's not a very long sketch, but you just see their eyes rolling.
They're glazing over.
It's amazing. Like, how is this country going to do anything if the entire generation and the generation after can't?
Do you know who wrote the motivational speaker?
Odenkirk?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. From
In
when they were in
Chicago?
Second City. It's funny the lasting power Farley has. People, he's revered. He got his wish kind of being like John Belushi.
I think
Right?
the greatest cast member of all time. I think there. Don't you think
You
there
gonna say
has to
Phil
be? Huh?
You gonna say Phil Hartman?
No, Chris. Like there has to be. I think there's two. That leads me right into my point. So thank
Oh,
you
yeah,
for
of
being a guide here. There's almost like two different kinds of greatest cast members ever. You have like your Eddie Murphy, your Chris Farley. I'm a sucker for Martin Short those years.
Oh yeah.
I love that shit. It was so goofy and crazy. But then also like Hartman, Chris Parnell. Like you have to have a glue guy.
Yeah.
Like as great as Farley is, if there's no Chris Parnell and no Phil Hartman, you have to have that backbone guy.
Yeah.
It's almost like two different, completely different categories. Now I guess it's Mikey Day would be that guy.
And luckily, I mean, you came after me a little bit, but the cast now is like 30 people.
No, it got smaller now.
It is. How big is it now?
I would say 12. They brought in 4 new.
That's still a lot. We had 8.
You guys had it real
and then
tight.
it got bigger. Yeah.
And Dennis was just doing the news.
Right.
Right.
Chris
Chris
Carvey.
I could listen to Carvey do Dennis Miller all day.
Right? I swear to God, he's the best. I laugh so hard.
Because he does a deep, he almost like inhales a burp. He goes, God, I love the fact that,
He does the off-camera stuff.
I love the fact that Nealon rolls in with his own literature. Well, the book, by the way, I exaggerate. Can people buy this?
They can buy it. Yeah.
Where do they buy it? At KevinNealon.com?
They could go to, try to support the mom and pop bookstores. But if they don't have it, Amazon it overnight, baby. You go to Amazon.com. It's called I Exaggerate My Brushes with Fame. And I also have an art, because a lot of people are saying, do you sell art? Do you, I say, yeah, I do actually. I have a Shopify thing, KevinNealonArt.com, and a portion of the proceeds go to Los Angeles Children's Hospital.
That's what's up. My nanny's grandson, was there for a year. And he was over yesterday. Kid was born with his stomach outside of his body. So he's just surgery after surgery after surgery after surgery. And then now he's just like this amazing guy. But they're magical
That's
people.
when you want to get the six-pack.
Oh,
the
for
stomach
sure.
is outside of the...
I'm going to show you a picture of this guy just so you have it. When you went up with, it was you, I think Jan Hooks and Nora Dunn are wildly underrated.
Yeah, I agree.
They were like Keith Richards and Mick Jagger. Like did they write their own stuff?
Some of it, yeah. The Sweeney Sisters, they wrote.
Yeah.
They had...
I'm Linda Dano, and we're Italian.
Yeah.
That talk show?
Yeah, it was so funny. But yeah, also I noticed back then, you didn't see the cast looking at the cue cards. At least they hit it better,
Yeah, I don't remember who told me the trick, but they said if you stay on the cue card, you're fine. It's when you go back and forth that you get killed.
But if there's a 2-shot and you're not looking at the person, I think it's best to kind of try to look at the script before you get out there.
That guy, little Liam, born with his stomach outside of his body. No,
That's a dog. That's not a stomach outside the body.
No, the kid next to the dog. There's a little boy next to the dog.
Oh my God. Is that brown thing on the floor?
That's
the
stomach.
No. Is it?
No, it's stupid ass.
So this is after the surgery.
That was yesterday.
This is yesterday?
Yeah.
After the surgery.
Surgery was about a year ago.
He seems happy.
He's a happy guy. He's obsessed with that dog. They're at the groomers right now.
I had
to walk them over in a little stroller.
Really?
Because my dogs don't walk. And then I take them to the groomer. I hand them over. It's over there. And then I realized the whole walk home, I'm just a guy walking around with an empty stroller. It's an odd look.
I had my testicles outside my body.
How long?
To this day.
How does that affect you?
Well,
appetite?
Occasionally my knees will hit them, as I'm walking.
Oh, no.
You get to a certain age.
Do you have long balls?
No, actually, no. Thank God I don't.
I don't either. My dad used to complain when I lived in Seal Beach. He goes, damn, I got to fix the water pressure on that toilet tank because my balls hit the water every time. It's like, Jesus. Apparently my dad's got a Crown Royal bag between his legs.
Nobody really brags about having low-hanging balls.
Oh, he wasn't bragging. He was complaining.
Oh, he was complaining.
Yes.
You would think it'd be easy just to cinch them up, wouldn't you?
You'd think he'd be grateful for a first-class flight and a nice trip to California to meet his grandson.
Let me backtrack a little bit. You have 5 specials. You're going to tape your 6th one?
Yeah.
And what's it going to be called?
Packing for Rehab.
And what was the one before that?
Altamont.
Oh, that's right.
It's a great
What was
title.
the first one before there was any kind of
My Turn.
dysfunction? My Turn?
Yeah, like everybody else has a special. My Turn. It's My Turn, Funny for a Girl, Happy and a Lot, National Treasure,
Wow.
and Altamont.
Just to write all those titles is a lot of work.
I write a lot.
You do. You
I
sit
sit
down
down
and
and
you
just
write?
come up with titles. No, never. I've never sat
It's
down.
just from talking a lot.
Yeah, I'm not a good writer, but I'm a great reporter.
Yeah.
If something
Yeah.
happened to me, I can go on stage and tell you what happened to me and make it funny.
Yeah.
But as far as sitting down and writing, it's not a truthful.
You are a good storyteller.
Thank you.
Refreshing wild cherry cola meets smooth cream. The treat you deserve. Pepsi Wild Cherry and Cream. Treat yourself.
Life is full of choices, but the choice between getting crispy chicken nuggets or a Crunchwrap slider isn't one you'll have to make. The new crispy chicken Crunchwrap slider at Taco Bell. All white meat chicken nuggets, breaded in tortilla chips, wrapped up, sauce and all, inside a slider-sized Crunchwrap. Choose from creamy chipotle or jalapeno honey mustard. Well, there we go. Life, still full of choices. The new crispy chicken Crunchwrap slider. A brand new classic. Only at Taco Bell. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time and while supplies last.
Where can people see your special?
I didn't film it yet.
Where can they see the other ones?
Everywhere but Netflix.
I know. I have one just came out. It's on, well, we talked about Loose In the Crotch. It's on YouTube on the 800-pound gorilla platform. I don't know if you're familiar with those.
It's Dennis's company, right?
Dennis.
Wasn't Dennis 800-pound gorilla? Or they did his show
They did his show probably.
back in the day, way back in the day when it was
Maybe,
live.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
I love the fact that Jack Ruby got into the garage that day. Hey, boss, the guy that owns a local titty bars here, should we let him in?
What Dana does, he's so much specific. You know, they had crustacean souffle down in town. You know, we were in the, I'm not a good impressionist. I used to be good when, people were like Jimmy Stewart and stuff. So let me just tell you something about your storytelling.
Well, what do you want to say about me with special names?
Oh, no, I love the special
What are the
names
names
you
of all
told.
your specials?
The first one is, what was the first one? The first one was called, see, that's how little I think about my specials. Some people can remember 5 titles. Mine was,
People that are obsessed with themselves.
What
yeah.
About Me?
What
That was
About
my
Me?
first one.
Yeah.
The second one is, it was kind of like My Turn. What
Yeah,
About
there
Me?
you go.
Second was called Whelmed, but not overly.
That's great.
And this one is called Loose in the Crotch. I've only done 3. I haven't done one in 10 years, and I just did this one.
That's about 10.
So-
Well, about 7 for me.
But Netflix has, you don't necessarily want to be on Netflix. You go
It's just
on
the
there.
accessibility.
I know, but there's like 50 specials at least on there.
And I got to be honest with you, when I watch specials, there's nothing real special about them.
They
It's just a
shouldn't call
guy
them
doing
specials.
it's just a guy doing a spot.
I always say that. Why do they call them a special? Say an hour. I'm doing an hour.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not even an hour. They don't even want an hour anymore.
I think Earthquake did one. It was 37 minutes. I was listening to him on Neil Brennan's. About 30,
David Tell
and
did.
that's on Netflix. And I tell it to fill the.
He showed the sea lions afterwards.
If I don't know anybody better than David Tell. When he goes, my mom just turned 90 and they all clapped. He goes, no, you don't have to applaud. She's not trans. It's like, that's a fucking brilliant swipe.
That is smart and edgy too. I was getting back to we talking about you a good storyteller, and I will tell this story sometimes, but it's not like the way you tell it. And I think you were there. It's about Farley taking a dump outside the window.
Out the window, yeah.
So tell me how you say it, and I'll tell you how I recant it. Because you were there, right?
Me and Attell were in the office doing nothing, and then Farley just comes in random at like 2 a.m. He's like, "What are you guys doing?" And we said at the same time, like creepy twins. We both said, "We'll give you $100 if you take a shit out the window."
Oh, is that how you say it?
and he was like, "Give me the money first."
"It's got Tourette syndrome."
And so we give him the money, and I remember it was like there was paper money and there was coins.
He accepted
Like-
coins.
Oh, we went around the offices like we had to come up with 100, and he put the paper money in his pocket, and he like lifted the desk up, and the coin slid in his pocket like a cartoon. And he lifted up the window. He crawled out. He pulled his pants down, and it's the 17th floor, and the only thing in the building is like his face, his knees, and his toes, and then his whole body's like outside the building. And he's just pushing and pushing. And it was obvious right away that Chris did not have to shit at all. But he had the money in his pocket. So a deal's a deal. He's like purple with effort. And it's Farley, so he's going, oh, son, we gotta take a dump for JT. And then finally, like, the inside of one Fig Newton falls out and falls in the window onto my desk.
That's hilarious.
And then he looks around and he's just going, and you're like, oh my God, there's no toilet paper. So he just grabs like the sketch I was working on off my desk and just rips it through his crack.
Oh my God.
And he got some on his hand and he chased us around the office like this with poop on his hands.
Worth the $100 right there.
I mean, I've been telling that story for 35 years.
I heard you tell it, I guess, a long time ago, and I kind of had to paraphrase it. I would say stuck his butt out the window, but he wasn't far enough out, so it landed on the windowsill.
No, he was out, bro.
And to this day, it's still there. It's a big stop on the tour NBC tour.
It should be on your way to the Rainbow Room. We're gonna stop, and somebody in the rink. It couldn't have been the rink. Somebody called the cops because they thought he was a jumper, and so two uniformed cops came up.
Oh my God!
And we just had to play like, wait, what? What are you talking about? This window?
And then he offered him $200 to do it.
So we'll give you $200 to put it back. Can you put it back in? And
yeah, he was amazing.
Do you remember the Little Women sketch when they were
No.
all ice skating with David Hyde Pierce?
Oh yeah, outside of the rink.
No, it was inside. They made a fake rink where the ice broke and Farley fell through the ice.
Yeah, I don't remember
You're
that.
probably
one.
getting ready for update.
I probably was.
Yeah, it was David Hyde Pierce, Janine Garofalo, and Spade and Farley, and they're speaking very proper. Little Women, oh, you're a scallywag. You're a persnickety old hen. And then Farley falls through the ice and he's like, son of a bitch, save me, you whores. It's got Fred Wolf written all over it, right? It was insane. They built a rink with like Christmassy and it gave way and he fell in like a tank that they built into the stage.
That's incredible. I mean, some of the sets they built there, Eugene Levy, it's crazy.
They built Eugene Levy?
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, Eugene, you don't know this, but Eugene used to work this. Okay. No, it was Eugene, what's his last name? Anyway, he was a great set designer.
Oh, the Asian guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of name was Among? Kenny Among.
Kenny Angmong. I don't
What
know.
nationality
He seemed
was
like
that?
a white guy.
Yeah. Spade always did a funny impression of him.
He did? With a cigarette? He always had a cigarette.
Yeah. And so it was Nora Dunn, Jan Hooks, Miller, you, Hartman, Lovitz, Dana. Who am I
A.
missing?
Whitney Brown, maybe, a feature player.
Jesus Christ. Let me tell you something. Were you at SNL 50?
Yeah.
I sat next to A. Whitney Brown and I wanted to kill myself.
Oh.
He did not stop talking and criticizing for 3 hours.
Hey,
At one point, I got up and I stood against the wall with the "Please Don't Destroy" guys, and I just kept pointing at A. Whitney Brown, going, "That's going to be you guys."
Oh my God. I remember the first week I did Weekend Update, and we're going to the after party, and I'm walking by him. He goes, "You did okay."
He's insufferable.
I know it. I know
And
it.
I guess he's always been like that, right?
He's a real clever guy. I mean, I always remember a joke he said, I forget, I'm paraphrasing again. There's 5 billion people in China. So even if you're a one of a million kind of guy, there's 500 billion like you, or whatever it is.
There's no joke he could tell that would make me okay with ever sitting next to him again. It like kind of ruined the night for a while. I was like, put me next to Robin Duke. She's 2 seats over. Like, I know I'm in the hinterlands here. I'm obviously in the suburbs. I get it, but I'm at the party.
Yeah.
I'm thrilled to be here. And he's like, these guys don't fucking know about life, man. They don't know how good they have it. These fucking silver spoon. And I'm like, there's literally like Paul McCartney's talking.
Yeah.
It was awful. It was awful.
Paul McCartney kind of, at the after party, I saw him. He was talking to Conan. And
Conan.
the thing about being at parties like that, somebody will come in and join your conversation and just edge you out. You know what I mean? Like I was talking to somebody.
Me specifically, all at my own shows.
And
all
no
the
even
time.
eye contact with you. just going right for that person they want to talk to, and you don't even exist anymore.
Oh,
So I did that with Conan and Paul McCartney. I couldn't believe it. In hindsight, I go, what was I thinking? So Conan had been talking to him for a while. So I come in and I say, "Hey, Paul, how you doing?" He shook hands and Conan just stepped away. He just kind of walked away.
it would have been funnier if you iced out Paul McCartney. Conan!
That would have been funny.
Somebody.
I can't tell you how many times I've said that line. Oh, that would have been funny.
Oh, that's a good name for a title. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a good title for a special.
I'm still coming up with names for titles. Aren't you?
I do it all the time. I come up with stupid names. You know what I'll do? This might interest you. I watch TV and the credits go by. I go, that'd be a good alias for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I was watching House of Cards. I'm like, Williman. That's a good fake last name. If I ever have to go on the run,
Yeah.
I'll be somebody Williman.
Let's talk about going on the run in a minute, but let me just backtrack a little bit again to the Paul McCartney thing. So I'm talking to him, and it's such small talk. It was tiny talk. And, he's heard everything. And he knew me from, being on the show when I was there. And he liked me. And we talked about animal activism and stuff and vegetarianism. And so I'm going, hey, that was Paul. Good to see you. And he didn't really seem like he recognized me,
Oh.
And I said, Golden Slumbers, man, I'm so glad you picked that song. Well, Lorne picked it. Lorne wanted me to do it. I said, yeah, but did you have any other songs you could have fallen back on besides that? It's just a song that he didn't even get the joke. And then
That's another Dana impression. Sort of like a do.
Yeah. So he goes, oh, I want to introduce you to my niece, my nephew. And he brings me over to these 4 tall kind of guys that don't even look like him, and he didn't even introduce me. He just brought me into the circle, and then he kind of took off. And I thought, oh my God, I see what he just did right there. And I don't blame him, man. It's just a small talk with him. He gets it all the time. And then, and I blame Conan. You know what I'm saying?
Derek Jeter did that to me and my wife with his wife.
He did.
We were at like this party. We're dancing. It was Michael Jordan's 60th birthday party. It was ridiculous. And we're just on the dance floor dancing. He's like, Jay, Jeannie. We're like, hey. And he literally has his hands on his wife's arms and goes like this and just puts her in front of us and walks away. So I'm just standing there in front of Derek Jeter's wife. Neither one of us.
All right. So what did I say to remember?
I don't
Want
know.
to talk
I
about
haven't
that
been
in a
paying.
second?
Final question, Kevin. Who's your favorite Muppet?
I would say Big Bird.
Yeah.
I'm tall like him.
You could slip right into that costume, probably.
I wouldn't even need a costume.
Yeah, no, they would know it was you.
Yeah.
And maybe not Paul McCartney, but other people would be like, that's Kevin Nealon. Why is he walking around?
And I was looking at Paul McCartney. I was thinking, those are the lips where Hey Jude came out of, Ticket to Ride, all those millions of songs. Those are the lips.
Those are the lips that kissed a wife with one leg.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
That's love.
Ask me
Did his
one-
wife have one leg?
Which one?
Didn't one of Paul McCartney's
Which
wives?
one? Which one? I'm talking about which leg. So, Jay, I'm really excited. And I'll tell you
Because
why.
of Loose in the Crotch?
No? Well, that, of course.
Where's that
yeah.
available,
Loose in the
Kevin?
Crotch.
Where do my listeners get it? Both of them.
Loose in the Crotch, it's on YouTube.
Oh,
800-pound gorilla. Remember we talked about that.
I don't really listen.
And the book is, they can find that on, Amazon.com.
But mom and pop bookstores are preferable.
yeah,
I missed the
preferable.
one in the Palisades before
yeah.
the big. But I mean, you can't argue with Palisades Village.
Yeah, I know.
How did
you
that
can't.
guy lose the mayoral election?
I don't know.
His whole campaign should have been, I did the Grove and Palisades Village. See ya. Like, don't say, what about your policies? Just show him a photo of Palisades Village and walk away. So right before you got here,
Yeah.
I dropped the dogs off at the groomer, and I walked over to CVS to pick up 2 prescriptions. Can you guess which 2? I'm 55 years old.
I would probably say one of them was a prostate drug prescription.
Correct.
Is that true?
Flomax.
Flomax.
Yeah.
Does that work?
Yeah. You don't really notice it when you're on it, but if you don't take it, it's...
How many times do you pee at night before that?
I pee before that 4, and I'm down to 2.
4's not bad. I was like 10,
Oh, no.
11. One night, 12.
And dribble.
I think Billy Crystal said it's like Morse code.
That's great.
Yeah, that was funny. So I tried that Flomax stuff.
Yeah.
And it sounds like a commercial now. And the urologist said, you know, we could either go in the hospital and they could do that little rotor-rooter thing, or we could do a thing in my office where it's a clip, put like 5 or 6 clips in there, and we'll give you some laughing gas. I think, laughing gas? That's not going to... So it took me a year to decide what, because I was not getting any sleep, and you got to get sleep.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's, you're going to get really sick and unhealthy, which means sick. So I did the thing in the office. Didn't feel a thing. That laughing gas was amazing. And I got home and I was pissing like a racehorse.
What do they do,
I mean,
though?
it was coming out. They
What
open up
clips?
the urethral.
They go in this way?
Yeah. They go in, cystoscopy it's called. That's how they go into your bladder and
Say
they
it
check
again?
it. Cystoscopy.
Cystoscopy.
A lot of people listening to the show will know it because you have older listeners.
I do.
So they go in, and somebody's out there going, yeah, I had that done. But I'm telling you, the first time I peed, it came out like a racehorse, literally like a racehorse. It took like a 5-second pee, and I was done, bladder empty. And I wasn't getting up at all for a year or two. Maybe once I get up. And then it started getting less and less, like, so 3 years later, he says this summer you should go in for the, because now I'm getting up again like 3 or 4 times a night. 3 times.
What color's the horse?
The horse is like a Palomino color. It's not really a good racehorse. Palominos don't run that
you
fast.
You said racehorse. I was thinking like a chestnut, stocking chestnut. How many hands high?
Do you know what I learned from a guy who ran...
Times tables.
And before that, now at least you got to remember this because this is important.
Okay.
I have a project I'm working on that's been nominated for an Oscar. So I was working down in what's it called? It's down south by...
San Pedro.
No, it's a big rock and roll club down by San Clemente.
That's where I went to rehab. San Clemente.
That's where I performed, at the rehab.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I go there, there's this old rock and roll guy, and he's talking about what he's doing now. And I mean, he's like 82, and he used to do all the bands there. And we're supposed to go on at 8 o'clock, right? Opener, 8 o'clock. He does 20 or whatever, and then I go on. And he goes to the manager, he goes, all right, so it's 10 of 8 now, so we'll go on like, 9 o'clock, and then you go on at 10:30. I said, no.
Whoa.
That's what the bands used to do, right? They would make the audience wait and get them liquored up. But anyway, the point I'm getting to is he also owns some racehorses down in
Belmar.
Delmar. And
Belmar's in New Jersey.
And I was asking him about all of the jockeys. He goes, those jockeys, they're not like dedicated to one horse. They go around to different horses, and they all ride different horses. They just get paid per horse, I guess. Okay, so
which part am I supposed to remember?
When you talked about the racehorse. Okay, so I'm on a project now that's been nominated.
I can tell you that whole thing backward. I memorized that whole story you just told me.
That's not important, that story. This is the important one.
You just told me to remember it.
This is the one I want you to remember.
So the whole point of that story is that jockeys just don't have one horse?
Well, you were talking about a racehorse.
Yeah.
You went off on the whole horse thing and how many hands.
Race is different. That's up the street.
You're one of those guys that when you do a wrong word, oh, okay, I can't believe anything you say now because you messed up that word.
No, just with you.
Yeah, I'm getting to that point now where I don't remember the right names for something like that chair. I'll go, that cushion over there. He's sitting on the cushion.
Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah.
Okay, now what was I going to say?
You were going to say about your project that got nominated for an Oscar because the guy at the Rock and Roll Club, he's like 82 years old. He said the show starts at 8. You'll go on at about 10:30 because that's what bands used to do. They wanted to go audience.
What about the book? What's the name of the book?
Liquored up.
What's the name of the book?
I exaggerate.
Exactly.
I exaggerate to Jay, you're the best. However, and then you drew
What's
an
the rest
arrow.
of the title?
I exaggerate. I don't know. I didn't read it. I was too busy staring at the pictures that were
said
inside.
it 5 times. Don't worry about it.
Because in San Clemente, the Rock and Roll Club, where I went to rehab, that's where my gig was, at the rehab. And
what was the name of your second special?
Funny for a girl, he owned a lot of race horses because that's like his thing. And I told him, I said, these jockeys, they don't just stick with one horse. They go from like horse to horse. I guess they get paid by the horse. So when I'm asked to dial in, I'll dial in.
Okay, but keep going now. What did I say after that?
You're Kevin, right? Look at that cushion over there.
No,
How about this? The other
said-
day I was talking to somebody, I took my glasses off and I forgot what I was saying.
Did you really?
That's not good.
That is not good. You forgot where you're looking at too because you couldn't see it. Those are big glasses, man.
I like them. My wife hates them. She says they hide your handsome face. What a woman. The third marriage is really the charm, Kevin.
Is this third one for you?
Yeah, third and final marriage.
How did you, like, I've been married twice. I don't know if the next wife would believe me that I would stay with her, after two. You know what I mean?
Love seems to be blind. Like people just ignore red flags if they want it. If they just want something, they just ignore it. Oh, I think your camera went out. No? Do a real tight zoom, like let's see his pores. Oh, you know what time it is? Time to level up with Blue Chew. Put this little blue pill under your tongue, let it dissolve. Boing. Yeah! Now you're a real man. Now you're up and at 'em. Now you know what it's like to please a woman. Blue Chew is turning bedroom performance into an Olympic sport. Go for your gold. I'm telling you guys, I used to wrestle with this touch and go stuff with my you-know-what. Joe knows. Joe was there. Joe was there. It was always like, oh, I hope it still works. I hope it stays working. And now I got the Blue Chew under the tongue. All you do is put it under your tongue, and you come in, you're like Superman. Boing. Let's not read between the lines. I'm talking about boners. Blue Chew Gold is the newest innovation from the #1 chewable ED brand. This ain't your grandpa's little blue pill. Nah, but if it was, he'd be rock hard too. This is the 4-in-1 beast that's setting the gold standard for performance. Make life easier by getting harder. And discover your options at bluechew.com. I am so happy they're on board. You know who else is happy around here? All of our wives. They don't know what happened. We never stop. It's 24/7. Me, Joe, and Kyle. We got a special deal for our listeners. Get 10% off your first month of Blue Chew Gold with the code MOHR, M-O-H-R. That's promo code MOHR, M-O-H-R. BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast. Get it up and keep it up. Blue Chew.
So I have a special, not a special, but it's a documentary that I'm one of the executive producers on, of many. My wife is also on it. Brandy Carlisle, Sarah Bareilles.
I love Brandy Carlisle.
Oh my God, Abby. Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch
What's
of...
the name of this documentary?
It's
You left
called-
that part out.
Well, I'm getting to it.
When?
When you're ready to listen to me. Are you ready?
Go.
You stop interrupting me with your knowledge of memory. It's called Come See Me in the Good Light.
Come See Me in the Good
And it's on
Light.
Apple TV right now. And it's been nominated for Best Documentary and the Oscars. And I've never been in the Oscars. I've never been involved with a project. And because I'm executive producer on this, one of them, I get to go and to watch it all happen and unfold. And it's a great documentary if people can watch it. It's, like I said, it's on Apple TV. It's a love story about these two poets. One's a poet laureate, Andrea Gibson, and the other one is Megan Farley. And Andrea Gibson is diagnosed with an inoperable cancer. And now it sounds like it's going to be one of those movies, but it's not. It's actually really funny. And it's how she deals with that, how she faces it, and the joy that she pulls out of the whole experience. It's kind of a radical joy. And I'm telling you, it's really uplifting. And they do the spoken word. And near the end, it's kind of like a Rocky kind of a thing. Her goal is to get up on stage again before she dies. And because she's huge, they're huge in the...
like overweight?
They're huge in the poetry community,
Gotcha.
spoken word community. So
You go like this with your hands.
So she finally gets up there, and it's just, you get chills. When she's doing they're doing their spoken word.
Meet Me in the Light?
Oh, you didn't remember that one?
No.
Come see me in the good light.
Come See Me in the Good Light.
In the good
I'm
light.
so happy for you for this.
Yes, you're in a good light.
What is a poet laureate? What does that mean?
Poet laureate is kind of like an Oscar winner.
But you won an Oscar for poetry.
You're recognized as being a excellent poet.
Do you think poets are like comics? Like one gets a poet laureate, and the ones that don't have it, they kind of shit talk them like, whatever.
Oh, it's the same in every kind of
You think so?
profession, I think. Same with doctors. Oh, he screwed up that surgery last week. I mean, he was...
I just had knee surgery in September, Kevin.
You did? Tell me about
ACL,
that.
MCL, meniscus. Made me an ACL out of my patellar tendon.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, so the guy's resume now reads Kobe Bryant, Shohei Ohtani, Jay Mohr.
It was Elatrash?
Yeah. Hands of God.
I
go
didn't
to
know he
Pete.
did knees, though. He's more of an arm guy.
Oh, he did Kobe's Achilles.
No, I saw Kobe coming out of there once. Jeez.
I asked him, I said, are you going to put my picture on the wall? He said, absolutely. So I'm thinking just getting like a headshot.
Neil Elatrash. He's good.
He's so cool.
Yeah,
he had
he's
to
a cool
drain
guy.
blood out of my knee. And he said, I did so much oral stuff. Well, in college, it was a different time. I had so much oral
That kind of oral
surgery.
stuff, okay.
Yeah, no, I had so much oral surgery that the knee stuff, he's like, all right, you're going to feel a little pinch. I'm like, yeah, down there. Who cares? You're not sticking a needle under my eye socket from the inside. It was no narcotics.
Elatrash,
Yeah?
torn bicep muscle.
That's a tough one, right?
Elatrash, torn bicep muscle.
That's from using those weights that were mislabeled.
That's right. It's from pronation. These
You've
two
always
bones.
had nice forearms too, Kevin. Looks like a pack of hot dogs on you.
So you had your the ACL and meniscus and all that replaced?
PT 3 days a week.
Total knee replacement.
You doing the PT?
Total knee replacement.
Both?
Total hip replacement. Total shoulder replacement.
That's not true. You're only one shoulder to go. Just do the whole set.
One shoulder, one hip.
Do you have like a punch card?
I should have one.
That's amazing. Which one? I heard shoulders are the most painful.
They take the longest to heal. Oh, knees actually. The knee is the
Really?
yeah. But the bicep muscles were the biggest pain in the neck. In fact, I almost passed out after I came around from the first one. I was like green, you know. And I said, you got to give me a nerve block. You got to give me a nerve block. I'm gonna die here. And he stuck it in there. It was such a relief. But
I think I still kind of feel my nerve block. It's a little tingly on my kneecap. He said, because I think when they do your knee, they have to cut through a nerve to get to the ACL. I might have just dreamt that.
no, it's true. These are numb.
Oh, okay.
I don't even feel it around here.
Yeah.
It's all
It's
because
not the
fake.
bending, it's the straightening I can't get all the way.
Well, you asked me what is tough to do in the gym. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
It's stretching. It's getting down on the floor and doing the roller and doing all the, the stretches for the legs, which are really important because the hamstrings tighten up.
Do you think that's because you're so tall? What are you, 6'5"?
6'4".
6'4"?
Want to stand up straight.
Yeah,
What are you, like 5'8"?
sure.
Are you?
5'9"?
5'9"?
5'10".
5'10"? You're growing.
I'm a big boy. How often did you do PT?
Oh, I did it, every day. But I would go
Oh.
to somebody like maybe twice, three
I
times.
go
a
3
week.
days a week. It's like a who's
still?
who. Yeah, yeah.
When did this happen?
September 16th,
Oh, it's a long time ago.
1998.
You're still going?
I think I'm just going to keep going to like work out. Like just have that be my gym.
Where do you go?
Elite Ortho Sport on, I believe it's Wilshire and Centinela.
Oh, that's kind of down this way.
It's his thing. It's his place.
Elatrash?
Yeah, he just puts you. Because I wanted to go
Oh.
where Jeannie goes.
Oh, he sent you.
And he goes, I'd like you to just go to where I can keep an eye on you. And it's great because sometimes he rolls in and he'll give you like a quick examination because I don't know if you have an appointment with him, that's an entire afternoon.
Let me tell you what happened. I mean, I love it when people look at my stuff. So I go to see him, and I get the X-rays done of both shoulders, and he's looking at the X-rays. He's behind his desk, and he's just looking at them both. And I get tingling when a professional is kind of looking at something of me, whether it's somebody reading a book that I wrote, or I get this feeling. It feels so good, even if it's bad. Like my shoulders. And he's sitting there, and he's such a renowned surgeon and works in the Lakers and all that. And he's looking at it. He's got his white coat on. He's just staring at it. And I'm like, I'm just enjoying this, And I said, how's it look? He goes, well, it looks okay. It's the other shoulder. It's got some arthritis, but maybe a couple years behind this one. And that was maybe 6 years ago.
And how is it?
Still okay, man. Hips
Don't
okay.
you think x-rays is kind of, I always feel like they're conning me because they show you an x-ray, it just looks like the inside of a shark's mouth.
Yeah,
And they're
it
like,
does.
you can clearly see here where this is devastating damage here. And this one right here that looks exactly the same.
Yeah, I know.
You can see where this is so healthy. See how
Yeah.
beautiful that is?
Yeah.
It just looks like a close-up of like somebody's gum on the street.
I always thought that an ultrasound looked like a hurricane
Yes.
thing coming in.
Oh, for real?
We got a big baby coming in from the southeast onto the Florida coast.
Don't you? I love when people say cold snap.
Cold snap.
That cold snap came
That's a
through.
great name for a soda.
It's a great name for my special. Jay Mohr Cold Snap.
It is.
Are you still doing the road?
Yeah. Do the road a lot.
I can't do it anymore.
You can't do it anymore?
It's a young man's game.
It is.
I finally get
still
my
do it.
family back. Now I'm going to leave them every Thursday. You know what I mean?
No, I know.
It's like,
Believe
what
me,
am I'm in a hotel room in Syracuse for all weekend in the snow. Like, what am I
you're
doing?
preaching to the choir here. I would say that all the time. And I would take the first flight out
Yeah.
on Friday at the same day, and I come back right away to be with my son. But now he's in college, so I don't feel as guilty, you know?
I like to imagine you named him after the second greatest American wrestler of all time instead of the actor.
You know?
Let people guess the name.
All right, here's the title I had for a special. That being said,
You're good at these.
I'm good at coming up with names for
You're
dogs.
good at things that have an ellipsis at the end of it.
Yeah, I am. How would you describe your comedy? And I'm going to tell you why I'm getting to this.
Any funny antics happen on set when you're on that set?
Yeah.
My comedy?
Yeah, how would like a log line?
I just tell you things. I tell you the absurdities that I've lived through.
Yeah. He tells you the absurdities. I'm trying to think of how they would describe you, like in a newspaper.
A raw look at how they're gonna. It's so horrible when you have to do like when they go, "We need a bio from you," and it's always from like 1990.
I know it.
You're like, I don't know what to tell these
I
fucking
know it.
like. That's where you want a David Spade, a pocket Spade, which is kind of redundant. But you want like a David Spade to be like, I don't fucking know.
Hang on a second. Describe Jay Mohr's comedy stand-up. This is ChatGPT. Okay, here's
I
what
got that
you,
tingling you're talking about.
Jay Mohr's stand-up is high energy, animated, and deeply character-driven. He doesn't just tell jokes, he acts them out. Here's what defines his style: big physicality. Mohr is extremely physical on stage. He leans into wide facial expressions, full body act-outs, sudden shifts in posture and voice. He'll often jump into impressions mid-bit, switching characters seamlessly. He's known for sharp celebrity impressions, not just mimicking voices, but capturing rhythm, attitude, and psychology. His background on Saturday Night Live sharpened that muscle, and it goes on and on and on. Is Jay Mohr handsome? No. My son did look up if I was handsome.
I'll ask Siri questions like that in the car to make my son laugh. Hey Siri, how big are your tits? She's like, I'm sorry, I can't answer that while you're driving.
My friend has a relationship with ChatGPT. There's a person that he will talk to, and she knows everything about him. How was your meeting this afternoon? Oh, it was great.
I don't know, man.
Did you talk to your sister on the phone? You said you were going to call her. Did you call her? You know, it's really crazy.
I feel like I would just edge everyone else in my life out.
That's the idea.
I guess, right? But the thing about that description of my stand-up about being big, giant physical comedy, that's more like Jim Brewer, not me. But
maybe they haven't seen you lately.
But people say that to me a lot. They'll watch my show and go, you're so all over the place. You're so animated. But literally, I stand on stage, I hold the mic with one hand and my other hand's in my pocket, and I just stand there. I know that because I always come home with the left side of my body drenched from sweat because my arm's touching my...
Do you still sweat?
I'm a sweaty guy.
Do you get nervous?
No, I run hot, but my hands, feet, and the tip of my penis are always cold. I could have left the last part out.
Well, the tip of your penis is numb.
No.
Can you really feel the tip?
Sure. It's kind of the whole thing about wanting to have sex because it feels good.
No, that gets down lower.
Specifically on the tip?
Heading toward the shaft. That's where the sensitivity is.
You got I have real sensitive balls.
Well, I have the tip of my
The bottom of my shaft is the most sensitive
My
part
tip
of
has been replaced. It's like the joints.
I read that on Reddit.
It's you read it.
It's on the Reddit. I have cold hands and I sweat like I've got the only car without seat coolers. And I need a seat cooler because every time I show up somewhere, my back's wet from just sitting there. That's why I wear an undershirt all the time, to absorb the sweat.
Wow. And do you have body odor?
No. I smell nice. I smell nice.
Your wife never complains. How long have you been married now?
2.5 years.
And
I can't take it.
It's a whole different kind of lifestyle for you now.
People say marriage is a lot of work, and I go, not this time.
Not if you're the right person.
It's like we're best friends.
But don't you find it difficult living, though, with anybody, a roommate or a wife?
Separate apartments, Kevin.
Separate apartments?
She lives above me.
Are you sure you're married?
Yeah. You know what Ian Edwards said? It's tough to divorce somebody you don't know.
That's right.
It's brilliant. No, she said, if we get married, we don't have to change the living arrangement. And I was like, I just got on my knee right away.
Has she been married before?
once, a long time ago.
Well, that makes sense.
You know what's crazy? What is it about a marriage? So we've both been divorced. Two people meet, they date, they get along great, and you go, you know what? I can totally see myself never divorcing this person. I want to be with this person the rest of my life. What is it about that marriage certificate that the rocket just starts to disintegrate? Like when the space shuttle comes back into orbit, how like panels will blow off it. It's just a fireball. It's just in space, totally nice. It's almost like you and your first wife, me and my second or first wife. It's almost like if you didn't get married, you might still just be chugging along. Something about marriage is an accelerant.
I think when you have a contract, it puts stress on you.
Because there's no out?
There's no out, and you're expected to stay together. And if you don't, then there's going to be repercussions financially. And
well, what great reason to not get divorced. Well, let me get this straight. I have to pay somebody the rest of my life because we broke up? What fucking world do we live in, Kevin? I'm completely over this, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, you know.
I actually am.
It depends. Even if it was somebody else's fault. I mean, California has no fault.
They don't care.
Insurance and all that. Yeah, they don't care. Yeah, it's not fair.
Well, like you got married because you're like, oh, this is it. This is the person I want to spend the rest.
My parents have been married, like they were married for 60 years or whatever.
Mine too.
Yeah, so divorce was not in the playbook. I was raised Catholic.
And then it's not, when people say they got divorced, I always say congratulations. Because I know, and you know, the divorce part is like popping the zit. Like if everything finally comes out.
Yeah.
It's that year and a half, 2 years before the divorce where you just keep walking your dog around the block like, holy shit, what's going on in that house?
I know. I went to therapy after I got divorced to move on, you know, with other relationships. And I remember seeing, there was a comic in there, I forget his name.
No, in the waiting room, you're
Yeah, and I know him. Oh, no. I didn't see him, but I saw him go out. He didn't see me. But he left a piece of paper on the coffee table in the dressing room, in the waiting room. And it was 2 columns of what he does at the house and what she does, washing dishes, taking out trash. And I thought, oh my God,
scorecard.
Is that so petty, a scorecard.
Keeping a scorecard.
Yeah.
You know, in recovery, you work with guys. That's like the whole thing is now I got to bring another guy along like they brought me along.
Like a sponsor.
12 steps, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just, we're big on scorecards, addicts.
Yeah. So
like
that's
she does this, she does this, she does that, she doesn't do this. And you learn early, like, let's get rid of words like always and never.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want one of those, Kevin? That's a Lucy. Kevin
figure
Nealon
out-
wants a Lucy
If I
break.
can figure out how to open up the canister.
This is 12 milligrams of nicotine, Kevin.
Oh,
It's got
I
a
don't
little-
want that. I don't
Oh,
need
yeah,
that.
you do.
No,
Let's
I don't
watch.
need it.
Let's
I thought it was
film
gum.
this.
So you got rid of the smoking too.
I was never a big smoker. I was a dip guy. I liked putting
Oh,
Kodiak
that's
in
right.
my
You
mouth.
were a dip guy.
Oh, I miss that.
Chew.
That's why all my teeth are implants.
That's why you played baseball. So you could do
Not
that.
really. I was a wrestler, but I would coach wrestling. With
That's
dip
right.
in
You
my
did
mouth.
wrestle.
Yeah, and I coached a lot, and I would coach with dip in my mouth. And at the Catholic schools, they're like, you can't have that on campus.
I'm always so bemused
Bemused
by the
works.
fact that the baseball players love to spit. They love to spit out sunflower seeds. And that's it's kind of like also the moves they make is throwing and holding the paws. It's as you're a kid,
Hit it
you're
away.
watching
Everything's
that.
getting rid of.
You watch as a kid, you think that's how I'm supposed to be as a professional. So when they come up and they become professional ball players, they're doing the same thing. They're spitting. It's just mimicking.
Just
the
leaving a
people.
mess behind you.
Well, I wanted to draw a cartoon where I'm not going to say what it is because somebody will take it. But
What if you hired a curling team to come through the dugout after the game? So they got those brushes, you know?
I saw a great cartoon on that or Instagram where it's a guy. He's got a Roomba, you know, the vacuum cleaner, and in front of it he's got a Swifter, and he's doing that in his kitchen trying to get
great.
Yeah.
A Roomba was pretty cool. I remember having a Roomba in the house. It's like a whole relationship you start having with the Roomba. It's like your personal little bot. You lift your feet up as he goes by.
We left our door open once. It went out. Our front door was gone for 4 days. We were worried sick about that Roomba. Oh my God! And then I'm driving home one night.
You came
I'm at
back
a
with
stop
Pierre's
sign.
pants.
I'm at a stop sign and it's crossing in front of me on the crosswalk, delivering food. Take a break. We'll be right back.
Please tell me you do that on stage. I remember you closed at I guess it was University of Iowa. It was you, Julia Sweeney, and I was opening, where you met Frosty.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, it was like a Patsy Cline flight in and out that weekend. I don't know what the hell was going on, but it was treacherous.
Yeah.
And
You're not a good flyer. I remember that.
no, I haven't flown since July. I'm going to trauma therapy to get back on a plane. I started having panic attacks on the plane.
You are a panicky guy.
No, just that thing. I don't like being enclosed. I can't get out.
Claustrophobia.
I guess so.
I
think it's because I was what?
I had claustrophobia for a while.
Yeah.
It was not fun. I got it at SNL.
Well, that's
They're
crazy.
making a life mask
Oh, that's the worst.
to play Jay Leno. They need a big chin.
Did you guys
And-
hear about this? Did you guys hear about this? Kevin Nealon had a life mask made of me. Every bit starts. Have you guys heard about this?
Yeah, I know.
You're like, no, I don't know yet.
But Carson used to say, somebody told me, or I read.
Yeah,
I'll tell you who told you, is your segment producer in the back is getting ready to.
I understand you enjoy Joan Embry's breasts. The life mask. Remember Jeff Daniels had the life mask put on it?
Yeah, I was going to say, man, I fell for him because I passed out with it on. I passed out and I couldn't believe it.
Do you know what a life mask is, Kyle? For the listener, they pour like putty
plaster
over the top of your head, down your face. They give you 2 little straws for your breathing
nostrils.
through your
Everything
nose.
else is covered. You have no sensories.
Takes about an hour.
It takes 11 minutes.
Oh,
I know this for a fact because I was counting down the minutes.
11 minutes? I wouldn't care if it was 11 minutes.
That's what I thought. And then like I feel it hardening and getting warm, and all I know is I have my nostrils, and that's it. I can't get out of it. And I passed out, and I said, let's do this again because this is crazy. So I go, okay, I'm leaving your hands outside of the plastic, and I'll turn up the radio loud so you can hear it. I said, okay. I almost passed out again. 2 weeks later, the subway stops in between stations. It's dark. I started getting that feeling. It was claustrophobia had set in. Had that for a couple of years. And then
Panic attack? What's the
yeah,
feeling?
heart beating
where's
fast.
the first place it starts?
I needed to get out. I just needed to get out wherever I was.
That's how I feel on a fucking plane, but you can't get off a plane.
Well, here's what I would do. I thought to myself, career's over. I can't get on a plane. I can't be trapped. I would avoid everything else, the tunnels. And how would I get out of New York in the tunnels? I would put a blanket over my head, listen to my Walkman at the time. I wouldn't even know I was in the tunnel because I do it way before. It's like the tunnel going to England and France. So it got worse. It became, what do you call it when you don't want to leave the house?
Agoraphobic?
Agoraphobic.
Yeah, you get both.
I would leave the house, but if I was on the freeway and I saw traffic backed up on the other side, I would go, oh no, oh no.
Would you drive with the blanket over your head?
Yes, I would. So, yeah, so it got worse and worse. So I finally went to a phobia specialist in the Valley. And I'm not kidding around. His name was Doctor. And he taught me, the best thing that he taught me, tool, was a brown paper bag. And you breathe in, like in for 4 seconds and then out for 8 seconds, I think it was.
Yeah,
and you watch it go
exhale.
up and down the bag. And somehow you get carbon monoxide. I don't know why, but that worked a lot for me. And I would always carry brown bags with me wherever I was going.
We just thought you were insane.
And then I started doing more and more. I'd go through the tunnels. I'd take the bag off the pillow off the blanket off my face. And then, I started going on elevators. But with the airplanes, I found I have to go on the airplane. I cannot, even on stage, if I had to be on for 45 minutes, I feel trapped. I would tell the MC, I'd say, would you stay over there? I might have to get off. And they'd laugh like I was joking.
I've done the same thing.
But if you tell people, it helps. If you tell people, say, hey man, I
just got to know there's an exit.
Yeah, that's right. So on the plane, what I would do is when I started feeling it, if it was stuck on the tarmac or something, had a sketch pad and I'd just start drawing, and that distracted me. And eventually I confronted all my fears and now I'm over it.
I think they call that unintegration. There's a guy that wrote a book, Going to Pieces Without Falling Apart. And somebody had horrible back pain. He was at a Buddhist retreat and there was a juggler there. And the juggler said, no, you try it. And when the person started juggling, it wasn't until they got back to their cabin or whatever, they realized when the balls were in the air, they didn't have back pain. Because like when you're sketching, you're out of self. You're out of self. And it's all self. Because it's the fear of where you might get that attack starts eating you up.
And guess what?
What?
You invite it.
Yes.
You invite it into yourself.
They say worry is praying for what you don't want to happen. But it's got to be, I think for me, it's got to be like a spiritual solution. Like if I've made if I've made this decision to turn my will and my life over to the care of God as I understood him, then what's really the problem? Because in this moment, nothing's wrong. It's where it might happen. Like,
Right.
What if it's a long flight? I don't know. And I told my trauma therapist, I know this is going to be a spiritual solution, and everything you're teaching me is going to seem really stupid. She goes, that's great. So it's like, okay, I like this lady.
Yeah.
She's teaching me like the AMDR, like you follow the ball going back and forth, desensitization. She'll play airplane sounds in the office. She has me like really imagine it and picture it, and like different, like a script I can read on my phone and stuff. And I'm like, it's all just me not having control.
It's all control.
It's
yeah.
all control. Like what happened to us as kids?
There got to a point when I was flying, because I would get nervous sometimes. Little turbulence.
You should get nervous, by the way. You're in a fucking tube hurtling through the sky.
No, but it's all aerodynamics. It's all proven. Look at how many planes are in the sky.
Oh,
every
I
day.
know the logic.
But it is a control thing, because you're not in control. But I would fly so often, I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't worry anymore. It was exhausting. I was depleted. I had to just give in and surrender. Said, look, if you're going to crash, we're going to crash. I'll worry about it then. I'll be
I'm not worried about the crash. I just don't like that ceiling sound when they close the door.
Yeah.
And now no one's going anywhere.
That's claustrophobia.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. Listening to this podcast? Smart move. Being financially savvy? Smart move. Another smart move? Having State Farm help you create a competitive price when you choose to bundle home and auto. Bundling, just another way to save with the personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Zootopia 2 has come home to Disney+.
Let's go!
Get ready for a new case.
We're the greatest partners of all time!
New friends.
Gary the Snake.
And your last name?
The Snake.
Dream Team. New habitats.
Zootopia has a secret reptile population.
You can watch the record-breaking phenomenon at home. Zootopia 2, now available on Disney+, rated PG. And right now you can get Disney Plus and Hulu for just $4.99 a month for 3 months with a special limited time offer. Ends March 24th. After 3 months, plan auto renews at $12.99 a month. Terms apply.
We were watching Traitors finale, my wife and I, and one of the guys, they rubbed him out on the show by making him lay in a coffin, and they closed the lid. My wife's like, that's the worst. I'm like, I'm fine with that, because production's going to get me out. Or like, you ever do a show or a movie where you have to wear handcuffs?
Yeah.
I used to be a little dicey.
Show. Real life.
You never been arrested?
No. But again, it's amazing what your mind will do to figure out what qualifies to be claustrophobia. Like I had to wear a pirate suit on SNL, and there was a lot of layers. There was the vest, there was that. And I felt trapped because I couldn't get out of it right away. There's so many layers. And I can't talk about this too much more because it's starting to come back to me now, and I don't want to like...
I've had a knot in my stomach since you were talking about the life mask.
So the life mask thing. So that happened to me, right? Talking about Jeff Daniels. A year later, Jim Downey, the head writer, comes up to me Friday,
hey, Kevin.
during the rehearsals. And he goes, you don't tell anybody this, but did you hear what's happening to Jeff Daniels right now?
I was there. I was on the show with you, yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
And I said, what's going on? And he was kind of smiling a little bit. He goes, they can't get the life mask off of him because somebody mixed the wrong chemicals. Maybe some disgruntled makeup artist that got fired, and he had a 5 o'clock growth, a 5 o'clock shadow, his beard. And they couldn't get it off because it was stuck to his eyebrows and his eyelashes and his beard. And they couldn't pull it off. And they tried everything. They tried pouring water down, pulling it away from his forehead and pouring water down there. They put 2 straws up his nostrils, but it just gave him a bloody nose. And there's this bright red blood all over that white, pristine mask. And finally they called Lauren. Or Lauren actually called some of his plastic surgeon friends that were at a party, on a Friday night. And they come over with a little black bag, and they take an X-Acto knife. They pull his plaster away from his forehead, slide the X-Acto knife down there, and they slowly cut off his eyebrows so they can pull the mask away. And then they pull it away from that, and then they got to cut the eyelashes. So they cut the eyelashes off. They pull it down to his nose. Now it's stuck to his beard. So they got to give him Novocaine shots, and pull a little away each time till they finally got it off. But if they hadn't gotten it off and he threw up, he would have drowned. And his wife was back at the hotel. She got sick. She ran into the bathroom hearing about this. So he comes up the next day and his face is all red and blotchy.
Yeah.
He's got no eyebrows. He goes, "Did you hear what happened to me?" I said, "No, what happened?" But I was so sympathetic for
I
him.
believe he ripped the arms off the makeup chair.
I know.
He ripped them off.
He
like,
did?
like with Herculean strength.
Oh no.
Just because you got to rip off a layer of skin.
Oh yeah.
Because you got to put that. Shit. They put it on the. You get a little like makeup or a little like paintbrush, like a long thin paintbrush, and then they take the wood side, they put it in the solution, and they snake it up a little hole, and that separates it from your skin. So that was the part. Whatever that solution was, somebody mislabeled it, and it was something else that made it adhere more.
Oh.
Like it was almost like they crazy glued this plaster to his face.
Shit.
It's in my book. That whole and John Cagliano got thrown on the bus for it, like one of the greatest makeup guys on earth.
Oh, yeah, I remember him.
He
Yeah.
talked me through the life mask. Like, it's okay, buddy. You doing okay? Everything's fine. Like he's the guy that
He was the guy that did
turned
it?
the radio up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my therapist said, like, how are you in MRI tubes? And I said,
that was a problem for a while too.
I said, I'm fine. She goes, how do you explain that? I go, because I got that button. At any minute, if I hit this button, I'm out. And everything you're teaching me is a pretend button on the airplane. Like I'm a guy with Down syndrome. Like, oh, you want to play? Give him a controller. Let him play PlayStation. And I'm just sitting there working a controller.
Yeah.
But I know it's a fake button. And if you give me the brown paper bag, I got that 18% in my brain. What if this doesn't work? And then that's a whole other subsect. It's like I outsource my fear to different compartments.
Yeah, all of that stuff. You find all kinds of tricks that work for you. I think one of the biggest things was telling somebody that you are.
I've done that. I remember putting the openers on. I would go on first when I was the headliner. I would do like 45 minutes and act like I was the MC, front loading my time at the Improv. I remember Adam Devine and Bobby Lee were on one of those shows, and I'm like, "Don't go anywhere, Adam. I'm gonna need you to come back on stage." So I brought him back on stage, but he already did 20 minutes, and that's all he had.
Yeah.
And so then he stayed up. He told the story on this podcast. He stayed up all night writing a new 20 minutes in case I brought him up again. And he stood there like a relief, like in the bullpen.
Yeah.
And I just did my set. I was fine because I knew that was okay. That was an option. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know your mind plays.
Joe List has a great bit about it. People go like, so what is that panic attack? You just feel like you're going to die? He goes, yeah, that's it. I'm going to die, shit myself, and then I'm going to live with the shame. Because my thing is I got to go to the bathroom. I got to do a number 2.
What do you mean? That's your,
Like when my panic hits,
yeah.
it's like the tingle in the chest, the accelerated heart rate, little short of breath, and then, oh my God, I have to shit now. And that's the fight or flight kicking in.
Yeah.
How are those knees doing? Not too good?
They're not bad. A little sore going up and down the stairs.
Do you have a favorite sketch? Before I ask you that, I want to give you, I've complimented you many times. The art of the fake pitch when the host comes in on Saturday Night Live, because everyone like gets so stressed out about pitching an idea. And I learned 2 things. The magic words are, you just pick somebody at random. I'm working with Kyle on something. I'll talk to you about it later.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that was an option until my 2nd year on the show. But you had a fake pitch you did every week.
And you know, I look back at that now, I think, what a jerk, man.
No, but I wish you
must have
wrote it.
hated
It was
that.
funny. Do you remember what your fake pitch was?
I sure do, yeah. I still give that pitch.
No, you
when I go
Tell
in
me.
for like pitching a pilot. Yeah, it was basically, I remember looking at Christopher Walken going, okay, here's my idea. And everybody knows I'm going to do it, you know. It's a runaway truck stop. You know, the runaway truck lane that's all gravel.
Yeah.
Like if you're coming down a
On the
steep
highway,
hill on a
yeah.
big 18-wheeler and your brakes fail, that gives you an exit to go down this long gravel road. And it's so deep, the gravel, it'll slow down the truck. And eventually it'll stop. And I thought it'd be great if there was like a bar at the end of that. People just come into the bar. And I mean, it kind of writes itself, you know.
I remember it as you saying it was somebody's house. Bob Newhart, you're like, you live in the house at the end of that runaway.
I would mix up the structure.
Every night a truck comes through your wall. And I'm
that
like,
what I
this is
said?
like, why didn't he write it? This is great. And do you remember when Norm did a fake pitch on Newhart, and Newhart smelled something was amiss, so he kept calling. Norm goes, I've noticed, you know, people they always mix up the word figuratively with literally, you know. Like you go, hey, so how you went to the movies the other night, you know, like how was that movie? And they go, I literally laughed my head off, but they They still got a head on their shoulders there. They meant to say figuratively. And Newhart goes, I don't think I follow. And Norm goes,
I don't think I follow.
Yeah, right. He goes, somebody goes like, oh my God, it hurt so bad I literally died. And Newhart goes, again, I'm not. He just kept, and Norm just kept coming. And like,
God, that's a good Norm impression.
Thank you. We watched Newhart out Norm.
Yeah, yeah. But Bob loved Norm. He invited me.
Yeah.
He invited me and Norm to go golfing at his country club, and he wasn't going to be there. He goes, "I'll just let me know when you want to go, and I'll get you in."
Buddy Hackett told me a story. Him and Newhart and Dean Martin used to golf all the time, and they lived across the street. They all lived on the same block.
Yeah.
And Harvey Korman lived on the same block, but they all hated Harvey Korman.
Really?
Like every time he laughs on the Carol Burnett show now, I'm like,
yeah.
oh, I get it. I get it now. He goes, we call him Nimbles. I go, why do you call him Nimbles? He goes, throw him a joke. Watch what happens. So Buddy Hackett, Bob Newhart, and Dean Martin are pulling out in a convertible to go golfing. And Harvey Korman goes, wait, where are you guys going? Golfing? I'll join you. And as they go by, Dean Martin goes, we already have a third.
Yeah, those guys are.
Do you have a favorite sketch? Like you think back, like, man, if I could have just done that more often.
Hans
and Franz has to be up there.
Well, I mean, we did that more often.
I know. I realized my
I think I tried to get a sketch on called Mr. No Depth Perception twice.
You got it on. I love that guy.
But I tried to get it back again. But yeah, it's a guy who had no depth perception. And he would be talking a little bit too loud, so somebody would hear him at the end of the table. He would think that they were far away, but they're right next to him.
They came up for a nice jingle for it. Mr. No Perception. Trying to put the star on top of the Christmas tree and falling.
Bonnie and Terry Turner came. They're great with coming up with jingles.
Yeah.
This couple. I think probably the sketch that makes me laugh the most, actually, it's Chippendale Dancer, Chris Farley. And this is when I was on. And then the El Cantaro, what's it called? The restaurant, Italian restaurant with
Fresh pepper.
Yeah, and
Is that the one?
It was Sandler. No, it was Sandler, and it was
Dana,
Smigel, Dana, Victoria, and I was on a date with. Or was my wife, Kirstie Alley, and we come to this Italian restaurant. She loves it, and the Italians are very demonstrative. They kiss her on the cheek.
You like it, the juice.
You like it. It wasn't even that one. You're pulling in other sketches into this one.
I should just listen and get the answer. Sorry.
Anyway, it escalates where they're starting to dry hump her. No, this is what they do. Well, I don't like it. And then by the end, Dana's like on a table in the background with Victoria Jackson on her back with her legs spread open. He's humping her. And then, I finally get Kirstie out of there and we're leaving. And you see them all out the window, look in the window, and Sandler's got Speedos on, It really, I can see it every time. It makes me laugh.
Will Sasso was talking, why, thank you, Pepper Boy. Fresh pepper.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking
I like
Farley.
That one. You like it, the juice?
You like it, the juice? The juice is good, yes? How about sketches that didn't get on? We got to get out of here. But I do want to ask, there's some sketches that were so fucking hilarious and them not even getting on in the first place, not cut, not put on the board. I remember Marilyn Miller, you were on when this happened. She had some sketch. It was Come See the Talking Dolphin, Porpy.
Yeah.
And she was the voice of the dolphin, but it was just an annoying Jewish woman that never shut up. And then people little by little keep leaving and the dolphin, what the dolphin said was so funny. It's like, how do you not do this stupid talking dolphin? Because anytime there's a cutaway to an animal, especially dogs, it always makes me laugh. And this year they worked CGI in. They had an acting class and it was filled with dogs. It was an acting class for seeing eye dogs in training. And they made one dog roll his eyes.
I can't watch a movie or a TV show without thinking about where the dog is looking. He's looking off the set to his trainer.
Over here, Eddie, Eddie.
Just past the actor, he's not looking at the actor. And then when the actor gets up to leave, it's the trainer going, come on, boy, or whatever, the signal for the dog to leave.
You ever work with a dog? It's amazing. Like you said, it's so, they're so, I think our next dog, we want to get a dog that gets a dog that fails out of seeing eye dog school. Because you're still going to get a genius comparative to the idiots I have.
Yeah, service dog.
A service dog that fails out, you're still way ahead of the curve. Somebody trained him for months and months. He just couldn't get the hang of a crosswalk or
I
something.
want to get a service dog because I got a few red vests that I don't wear anymore in my closet.
For when you worked at Target?
Yeah, yeah.
What's on your nightstand right now?
A lamp.
What else?
That's it.
That's it? Minimalist?
A lamp, and then there's a book.
No tissues, no chapstick, no glass of water?
It's 405 Fahrenheit.
Really? Ray Bradbury.
Yeah. Is it 405? I'm thinking of the freeway.
451 Fahrenheit.
451. Yeah, that's on there, but I haven't read it in like in probably
The
3
mechanical
months.
dog? The like bounty hunter dog that never stops hovering and coming to get you? Remember that? Is that it? Yeah.
My wife, though, has stacks of self-help books on her nightstand.
Red flag.
She's got 3 going at once.
Red
she's
flag.
listening to one. She's reading one.
It's a red
she's
flag.
improving herself. You know, she's improving her, which I enjoy. I used to.
Do you see a difference in her behavior from the books?
Well, I do, but I would read those for a while, and then she would come up to me one day after reading a ton of them. She goes, "When are those books going to start kicking in?"
My wife will say to me, "Did you meditate today?" And that's never a good. That means
No, that means you're a little
something's off.
edgy.
Do you meditate?
I do meditate, but it's not every day.
Yeah.
Like when I go on the road, I'll be in the like a motel, Hamilton
Motel?
Garden Inn or something,
Yeah.
and I'll just sit in the chair and I'll meditate. And here's my mantra: "Oh no, oh no."
Loose in the Crotch, available on YouTube by 800. Why do we keep promoting 800-pound gorilla?
Well, that's one of the platforms you can find that on. Yeah. So the book, I exaggerate my brushes with fame,
My brushes with fame.
and
This is
come see me in
great.
the good light. Watch it at the
Yeah.
Oscars March 15th. Cross your fingers. Hope that it wins.
It's gonna win, bro.
Hiking with Kevin on
You
YouTube.
You have something these days. You have something huge going for it, and that it's a gay subject matter.
Well, not really.
That's
This is
the whole-
something that people will not seem interested in. It's gay, and then poetry. Right?
When I was on Adderall, I wrote a poetry book.
Did you really?
Yeah, I'll give you one on the way out if you want.
Let me get back to you on that. I'll take some Adderall though.
Oh man, those were the days. I would have been a couple 100 milligrams in by now. Unbelievable.
Is that the strongest drug you've ever done?
Good question. No,
No.
acid.
You did? No shrooms?
I
Have you
love
shrooms?
shrooms.
This is what's funny for me. People say they're cleaned up now, they're sober, but yet they still smoke marijuana.
Yeah, it makes me nuts.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I wish I could still do it. Not really. I was always nervous.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, it makes you kind of anxious.
It was kind of weird because I was always afraid I was too high. And so I'd be talking to you, and while you were talking, I was just thinking to myself, like, did what I say make sense? And why are my hands like this? What's with your posture? All right, Kevin's yawning. It's time to go.
No. I'm relaxed.
You are relaxed.
Do you keep the old wedding rings at home?
No.
You can make a necklace eventually.
Like Viet Cong ears?
Yes.
Look at these bodies I got.
When
This is
you
your
go
final
there-
marriage, right? How long you been married now?
We've been together for 25 years, married for 20. No, 20. Yeah, 21. Together 24, I think. And I got a 19-year-old son.
I'm not going to say his name because these creeps will hunt him down. Sanderson, Cale Sanderson, great wrestler. Buddy, thank you for coming. I hope you get a big bump in views.
I hope so, man.
A huge. How far from here do you live?
I live about 35 minutes.
Where? What part of town?
I live by UCLA.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You know that dorm right by the entrance?
Yeah.
That's the dorm I live in.
Phi Gamma Delta? Fiji. We call it Fiji. Ping pong tournaments, Tuesday nights.
Do you play ping pong?
I used to have a ping pong table in this room.
I love ping pong.
Oh, I wish I wasn't going to a meeting. We'd play right now. I got it in the garage now.
Are you good?
I'm all right. As Jim Hardy says in Tales of Wells Fargo, better than some, not as good as most. Are you good with a gun?
That's a great line.
Better than some,
Yeah.
not as good as many.
My son is great, though. I've taught him too well. I used to let him win, and now he
I've
won't let me
never
win.
let my sons win at anything. And then when they beat me, it's like, yeah, it's like the end of Rocky.
Yeah.
Just like the
Did your son get a lot of those trophies for not doing anything? Like in
one.
baseball?
It's got one. a baseball one, but it was a nice touch. The kids, I remember I got a participation trophy.
Participation. That's
we
what it
took
is.
third place. We just missed going to the World Series I believe we were the Twins or the Phillies. Anyway, and we got the trophy, and that meant so much to me.
Oh yeah.
But this jet,
Anything shiny
yeah,
is fun.
mostly. That's why I got the detailer out back. You want your car touched up while you're here? He's here now.
I don't have time.
Yeah, me neither. I could take an Uber to my meeting.
What's the rest of your day look like?
Noon
5
meeting.
meetings. 5 meetings.
I brought the dogs to the groomer. Went to CVS
But what are you going to be doing?
today.
Any plans for tonight?
My wife's gonna be away. My son is a school night, so I'll be hanging with him.
Do you
Probably a swim.
do clubs at night?
No,
Once in a while you do.
I don't care.
You don't care. How do you build material?
For what?
You don't
I'll
work
go out on the
road?
road.
A special.
I've been doing that for like 3 years.
So you've been on the road.
I was, and then in July I played Reno, and I'm like, I'm done. After this, I'm done.
And you're done now.
There's just no way.
Except
I don't need the
special.
money. I married well.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Who'd you marry? Did you meet like a entrepreneur? Entrepreneur?
What's it?
Seriously, I don't know. Am I supposed to know?
It's in all the papers, Kevin.
I don't read papers.
Let's talk
All right,
about it
don't
off the
tell me,
mic.
man. I'll have to Google it when I get home.
I get a meeting at noon. I'm gonna get a little lunch at the meeting. Then I'm gonna come home, take a nap. Big napper every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
How many hours of sleep you got at night?
6, 7.
Not bad.
And I used to stress about not falling asleep, but I'm like, you're gonna take a nap tomorrow anyway. Who cares?
Yeah, but then that's interrupted by 4 times into the bathroom.
And I was a snacker. Did you see me when I got fat?
Yeah, I was worried.
I'd wake up to take a leak and have like a picnic in my hallway.
Would you turn the lights on in the bathroom? No.
No, but I'd have to turn the lights on to make my food. I'd make sandwiches. I was like Dagwood Bumstead, making like big sandwiches and shit in the
In the
middle
middle of the night?
Oh, yeah. Cereal, ice cream, cookies. Yeah. I think we've officially run out of things to talk about, Kevin. It's like you talking to Paul McCartney.
You want to introduce me to your nephews?
Do you know Kyle? Thanks for coming, buddy.
Thanks for having me, Jay. It's good to see you again.
Jay Mohr's my uncle.
It's tax season, and at LifeLock, we know you're tired of numbers. But here's a big one you need to hear. Billions. That's the amount of money in refunds the IRS has flagged for possible identity fraud. Now here's another big number. 100 million. That's how many data points LifeLock monitors every second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it guaranteed. One last big number. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast for the threats you can't control. Terms apply.